Hi, my name is Jennifer Heck, and this is my schoolmaster Luxor. I'm the Vice President of the Kansas City Dressage Society and head of the Horse Show Committee. I've lived in Kansas City for about 3 years after moving here from Florida. Cross-country moves have actually been a big part of my family's life these last 25 years. My husband was an NFL football player for the first 12 years of our marriage and has now been coaching in the NFL for 13 years. So we've moved from Seattle to Chicago to Washington, D.C., to Virginia, Florida, and now Kansas City. Go Chiefs. And some of the moves have been harder than others, depending on what was sort of the timing. We have 4 children, including triplets. So, you know, when we made moves when the kids were younger, you know, sometimes that was definitely harder. And I was always a little jealous because when we would move, my husband would literally join a team and have a big group of people that he worked with and was friends with, and sort of a big support community right from the get-go. So I always sort of wished I had some sort of team that I could be moving to, because often we'd move and not know anybody where we were moving or have family in the area. But I started to realize as we made a couple of moves and I was moving horses that there actually was sort of a nice established community that I could tie myself into right away. And I started, once we knew where we were moving to, I would start sort of connecting with the dressage community before we even got there. I went on the USDF website, would find out what the local GMO was for that area, and then even before we moved sometimes I was able to start getting in touch with some people, finding names of barns to visit, trainers, farriers, things like that. And you know, one thing I've realized over the years is that the dressage community really reaches out to one of its own. So I felt like I had friends in places before I'd even met them. And we've moved here to Kansas City, which is a fabulous dressage community in Region 4. And I have an awesome team here that I'll introduce you to in a couple minutes. Hi, this is Jennifer Heck from Kansas City, and I'm here today at Willow Creek Sport Horses, the facility in the Kansas City area where I board these 2 horses. This is Luxor. He's a 22-year-old Dutch warm blood schoolmaster, and this is Calypso. He's an 8-year-old Dutch warm blood. And this is the crew that I was lucky enough to join when we moved here to Kansas City. Julie, the owner of the barn, is here, and her husband, Dr. Bob McCready, is an equine vet and has his facility on the premises too, which is great. This is Melissa Allen, the trainer that I work with. She just passed her FEI level certification training program through USDF. This is Amanda, this is Christina. Melissa has also produced a couple national champions in the last 2 years alone, one of which is Julie, on her homegrown horse Reminisca, who also Luxor seems to think is his girlfriend. So anyway, it's a great group, awesome dressage here, and I'm happy to be a part of it.